I lost 100 pounds, and here is the before picture. Here is the after picture, although I lost 1 more pound since taking a photo of that. Currently, I weigh 182 pounds, and I used to weigh 281. Okay, so yeah, I lost 99 pounds but probably by the time this video is uploaded, because I always record a day or two in advance or multiple days, I will be at 100. Currently, I'm going to 179 pounds, and then I am going to be going on a bulk, maybe 180, 190, well, yeah, not 180, no, 1 pound bulk. And then it's going to be going back down and up and down and up, and it's going to be like a little progression because I don't want to bulk too much. Oh, yeah, fucking Incredible Hulk over here. No, just kidding. I'd be more like the white fluffy marshmallow guy. Some people bulk and it's just like they eat everything. No, 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 don't do that. So I'm going to tell you today how I did it and how you guys can do it too. I'm no health expert, so take everything with a grain of salt. I may not be like the most scientific about this. That's why you should kind of like do your own research about it, because it varies based on your height, based on your age, based on your nutrition, based on a lot of different things, your DNA, genetics, all that bullshit. So the more research you do, the more personalized it can be for you. However, what I did probably can be, done by other people as well. So the first things first is that a diet is one of the most important things. A lot of people will say that 80% of the work is done in the kitchen, and well, I mean, there's just no way around it. Short term, yeah, you can work out, like you can eat whatever you want and still go like absolutely ham in the gym and you don't give a fuck and you'll lose some weight, yeah, because suddenly like you are doing something that you weren't doing before. You're adding an extra layer of exercise, so it's like, yeah, of course you'll lose weight, but long term, it's both a mental thing and a physical thing. You'll kind of adapt to it. Your body's going to be like, yeah, fuck you, haha, not losing fat, and you have to switch things up. So if you have a shitty diet right now, you have to absolutely change. And by the way, a strawberry has like 5 or 6 calories around there. It's like absolutely nothing. Spinach has like 40 calories in a package. So a lot of people are like, well, I'm going hungry on my diet. Well, if so, then it's usually the nutrients and like you're missing some vitamins. It's your way, it's the body's way of telling you, hey, fuck you, we need some more vitamins and shit, eat healthier. It is basically like a calorie count. So if you decrease your caloric intake by 500 to 1,000 calories a day, then yes, you will lose weight, but it's also what you eat. I mean, you can eat McDonald's and still lose weight, but it's not going to be the best, long term. You're still going to have like these areas where it's going to be like, what the fuck? So if you want to get really lean, you have to eat fruits and veggies and, the usual shit, right? Lots of protein. If you lose too much weight too fast, then basically what happens is it can fuck up your skin, but also you're going to lose muscle weight. And if you're trying to get muscles, well, then that kind of sets you back a couple steps, which you don't want that. But for me, mostly what I did was in the kitchen, just adjusted my diet, and there were some days where it was like 1,400 calories, and I'm a big guy, I'm 6'3", so 1,400 calories definitely doesn't cut it, and that was maybe a little unhealthy, but mostly I didn't do that. Mostly it was like 1,500, 1,600, 1,700. Now it's like 1,800, 1,900, somewhere around there. Cheat days are perfectly fine as long as it doesn't turn into cheat week. Even better is a cheat meal. Cheat days basically is to me like you don't count the calories, but you don't go like, oh, fucking 20,000, because that's going to screw up your entire week. And if you can, also try and get some exercise in, so it's not like you're fully fucking around. Plus, if it's always about fucking up your metabolism. Okay, not literally, but basically your metabolism kind of gets adjusted. It's like, oh, okay, well, it's at a steady pace right now. But if you throw in one crazy day, it's like, oh, it sets it off course, right? And then it's like, gotta start pumping again. So it kind of helps long term. Also, if you got mental cravings, you're just like, I really want fucking Doritos. Really fucking want Doritos. I love Doritos, for example. Like, if I want Doritos, then I will think about them, and I will get this intense desire, and I'll keep it, like, there for a week or two, and then it's like, finally, yeah. So it's like, once you get the cravings out, it's like, cool, go along with it. The things that help me most with diet is water. Drink a lot of water. If you feel hungry, of course, get after eating healthily, then drink a lot of water because it will make you feel a little bit fuller. Plus, it kind of flushes all the toxins out and it's good stuff. But also, if you miss pop soda, La Croix is, I fucking love this shit because it has 0 calories, but it's also like healthier than the 0 calorie drinks. And of course, don't drink like 0 calorie Coke because that's even worse than normal calorie Coke. Fuck diet sodas. Gum is a great way to kind of just get you off of food. Like technically, yeah, it can increase your cravings, but for me, it's like a 50-50. With some people it helps, for me it helps. Like I chew a lot of gum and it doesn't have much calories, it doesn't make me crave shit. I'm just chewing, I'm used to it. If I'm hungry, if it's a couple hours in between meals, gum helps me get through it. Also, hot sauce. Now, this may be a little bit hotter than the usual sauce, but if you get some hot sauce into your food, get it spicy, kind of screws you with your metabolism a little bit, also makes you feel a little bit fuller, so definitely do that. My favorite vegetable is spinach because it's low calories, lots of protein. Also, my favorite fruit is strawberries because they taste good, they're sweet and low calories. But also next to that is mangoes, but mangoes have a lot of carbs, like 50 carbs per one mango and like 200 calories, so try to stay away from those. Now, for some people, if that's not enough, if changing their diet is a little bit drastic and they can't do it, they still have cravings, then yes, you can use certain substances, legal or illegal, although I wouldn't recommend it. It's not me who recommends it, so always do your research beforehand. But let's say, you're just having a lot of trouble and you really want to lose 10 pounds of fat, right? So you go to your doctor and your doctor prescribes you Vyvanse. Now, Vyvanse is kind of, it's okay. Some people get addicted to it, so as long as you don't get addicted, then Vyvanse helps you out a little bit with diet because it kind of stops your cravings for food and you don't really care so much. You don't want to eat as much. Plus, it's a stimulant, so it kind of heats you up. You might start sweating, but then again, there's a lot of side effects to Vyvanse. Now, a lesser option is modafinil, although it doesn't. For some people it helps stop the cravings, but that one is more like, I'm talking about work drugs now, basically, for ADHD and, narcolepsy and all that stuff. So it's like, it's going a little bit. It's not as drastic, though. If you really, really, really want to lose fat, then some people get into steroids, they get into DNP. Now, I'm not really into that stuff just because it's like, I don't really care. Like, I lost a lot of weight very fast, it was all within a couple months. Now, it wasn't like 6 months, boom, 100 pounds. It was like, a couple months, I lost like 40 pounds in 3 months. And then, I gained a couple pounds and just kind of stayed there, plateaued. And then bam, I had another period. It was like 3 main phases. So it just happened over quite a long time. But in total, like the 100 pounds, when I actually went full out and I was like, yeah, today I'm gonna be going diet mode, today I'm gonna be working out, I think it took me like less than a year to actually fully lose the 100 pounds. Now, realistically, like 2 years I was working on it, but that was because I wasn't fully into it. So I guess a lesser option than like Vyvanse or any of those drugs now that we're going into is shit like hydroxycut. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, why the fuck do I have this? And that's because they sent me like 2 bottles for free, and I was like, well, shit, what do I do with this? So I tested it out a little bit, but I hate it. It's like, I don't think it really helps that much. Like, it might help you a tiny bit because it's basically like a 1/10 of like DNP. It's not the same substance, of course, but basically it heats you up a little bit, and when you're heated up, you start sweating and it burns more calories, blah, blah, blah. But a really good use for this, since I had 2 whole bottles, is it looks really cool because it's like red. So basically I just dumped out all the contents and put Molly in it. And that's how you sneak shit into festivals. So Molly helps losing weight. No, it did. Like when I went full out at Lala, like, yeah, fucking dancing for a couple hours and I didn't eat anything. I lost weight that day. But don't do drugs, kids. That's bad. We're not talking about drugs here. Although, also, do be careful with drugs because some drugs, prescription drugs included, I know some people watching this video might be like, well, drugs are bad, okay? Well, prescription drugs for like bipolar, schizophrenia, all that stuff, usually mental disorders, but also some things like, it's funny. It's like certain weight loss drugs promote gaining weight, or like let's say Seroquel, like you will definitely gain fucking weight and it's going to be a lot of weight, and it's like, so you just got to be careful. If you're having trouble and you're prescribed anything, just look into that because that could be, you know, one of those things. But hydroxycal and similar shit, yohimbe is the main ingredient that kind of like fucking heats you up. Any of those natural herbs and stuff that kind of gets you going. I mean, you know, it's, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're really, really having trouble and your diet's adjusted and you're working out every single day, then, you know, if you want to, you can get into it. Also, when you're eating, for me, what personally works is having a couple meals throughout the day instead of one giant meal and fasting. Some people say fasting works a lot, but it's like, I hate fucking, mentally I can't do it. It's like, I'm fucking hungry, I don't want to do anything today until I get food. It's like, you know, I need energy, so if you space it out, and it's like smaller meals, but spaced out, you know, it kind of speeds up your metabolism. Like, I don't know, fuck shit, like, that's what I think, you know, it makes me feel better. So if it makes me feel better, I'm an average Joe, I'm not a health nutritionalist expert, but you know, you probably aren't either, so if you want to be sort of like me, then fuck it, do it. And then, of course, you know, diet is 80% important, but the rest is like, you still need that rest, which is basically taking care of your body, as in going to the gym. And for me, swimming is mostly how I lost it. Just swimming every single fucking day, burning 500 to 1,000 calories. There was days where I burned like 2,000 calories with the gym plus diet, so it's like, hey, I could have lost 3,000. Check out your basal metabolic rate, your BMR, what you're burning, just, you know, normally. And then you can kind of add into that. Also, keep track of your calories, because if you don't calorie count, then, well, that's one of the biggest things out there. And then if you're really anal about it, you can be like, well, this is 168 calories plus one stick of gum is 3.5 calories. Then you can go into that. And also, this has so much protein, this has this amount of carbs. Like, you can go macros, micros, blah, 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 you know, the bullshit. So the more anal you are about this stuff, the quicker it will help you. The last thing I'm going to leave you guys with, well, also switch it up at the gym. So maybe one day you go to the pool, the next day you do treadmill and elliptical, then the next day you do bikes and you do jump roping and all that shit. At least do an hour of the gym every single day. So switch it up, do high intensity interval training, hit treadmill, hit elliptical. You know, I don't make fun of people who use the Smith machine. I don't make fun of ellipticals because, like, whatever helps you burn calories, fucking do it. It doesn't matter. Also, the last thing, here's where I'm gonna end it. You know, fuck what other people think. Who gives a shit? Like, it's your body. It's kind of a mental thing. So basically, first of all, you have to go into this with a Zen-like approach that, like, it's not you. You don't look bad. You don't hate your body. You love your body. You just hate your habits. You want to change your habits. You don't want to fix yourself. You want to fix your habits, because if you're fixing yourself, then that kind of like sets you up negatively. You're like, oh, I have to fix myself. Oh, I'm broken. I'm broken. No, you're not fucking broken. Get the fuck out of here, you weak piece of shit. You got to fix your old habits. So you were retarded last year or 2 years ago. I was retarded. I had bad habits. I fixed the habits. I look good now. You know, it's good shit. I'm happy with where I am at. Although I have a little bit of stretch marks and shit, like, you know, it's kind of like, well, fuck, this could be a little bit of a problem, but when I work on muscles, it's going to tense everything up. Don't worry about stretch marks. Don't worry about that shit, because you can worry about that later. That's a better problem to have than, holy fuck, I'm obese. So my stats, for anybody who's curious: 6'3", 182 pounds. I'm 19 years old. Like I said, really, I didn't work out at all in my life. I mean, I took karate, but like whatever. Okay, so yeah, I guess I did work out like twice a week. Karate for 8 years, since I was like 6 plus 8, so till 14. But you know, I ate a lot, so that's kind of that. But I was fat for most of my life. and then mentally I changed it. You have to form habits every single fucking day. Every single fucking day. Even if it's like 10-15 minutes, do high intensity interval training and diet. Because if you miss one fucking day, you're like, oh, tomorrow, well, tomorrow. Then sometimes, I get it, fucking shit happens, okay? You can't do it every single day for 10 years straight. You miss one day, that's fine. But, like, you don't want to set yourself up for that. Like, oh, today's my rest day, so I'm not going to work out at all. No, like, still do a couple minutes. I'm talking about, like, accidents, like, holy fuck, my daughter's in the hospital. Like, okay, yeah, you don't have to, oh, well, first I gotta go to the treadmill. Like, calm the fuck down, Joe. Form habits, and trust me, think long term. Don't think short-term gratification. Long-term, you're going to be a model, you're going to fucking kill it, you're going to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And I wish you guys all the best. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will continue upgrading. I will continue updating you on my fitness journey. Also, if you want to win a $5 Amazon gift card, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment how much weight you're going to lose within the next year. Like, if you're going on a diet, and if you're not going on a diet, then just comment how much you weigh right now. I don't know. Or if you're really concerned, then say what your favorite color is out of those three. So thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you all the best. Bye. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out the links in the description below. I think they'd be really fucking awesome for you guys. All right, thank you.